another trade recap. Alright, so let's go a little full breakdown real quick. So 15-minute. So we took a win today and a loss, kind of, because I tried scaling, but I'm still pretty decently up on the day. Anyways, here was my bias, right? So all players started shitting the bed when market opened. NQ actually gave a long setup. I want to talk about this trade real quick. NQ gave a long setup, but it was pre-macro. It wasn't bad at all. It was up to these equal highs up here, or relatively equal highs up here. I lied. They're not. Oh wait, no, I'm tripping. My bad. So NQ had a 1-to-1 or so around up to these relatively equal highs here. Not just that, but also had a daily high, which was very strong level with this BPR up here. And I was like, this looks like such a good TP. You know what I'm saying? I want to launch today for NQ at least, and YM. We got both, but the only thing that wasn't in favor from this NQ trade, it hit everything, hit TP exactly how I wanted. So I guess the bias for this trade was correct, but the only thing that I didn't like was the fact it was not in macro. I think I should stop giving a fuck, because this was like, what, 5 minutes before macro? It hit pretty well, but yeah, then that move, well, let me go on NQ real quick. ES, I'm not gonna talk about ES. ES was ugly as shit, but YM was stalling for a little bit around here, as I wanted to get shorts this setup a little bit more early. Around the same time as this, except, or no, a little bit in macro, except this happened too early. This happened, I guess, it didn't happen too late, but it happened later than I wanted, because I wanted NQ and YM to kind of move the same up, but it didn't fucking do that. Anyways, NQ long setup gave us a sweep to the downside, or a sweep to buy side, which gave us a model to the downside. Boom, same entry model I always have. Fuck it, we'll mark out the break a dick. Yeah. And it hit a 101, but as this right here was happening, there was a long setup which I wanted to see happen on YM happening. So NQ gave a short setup, and I took a long setup on YM. It was risky as fuck, so I de-risked a little bit, right? I'll show you what the YM trade was off of as well. So we're done with NQ for a little bit, but the YM trade was fucking, like, I loved it. This is exactly what I wanted to see. This gets swept, and then this 4 hour right here, get respected, right? I gotta mark this out real quick. This 4 hour. See this 4 hour get respected. Oh! It hit fucking encroachment too, bro. Oh no, I lied. No, it didn't. I'm tripping. But for the 4 hour fair value gap to get filled, and then drawing would get swept right here, and get longs off that to either equilibrium or OTE. I picked equilibrium because it's kind of safest point for me, at least. But yeah, it was really risky, so I de-risk a tiny bit. I didn't place as many cons as I should have. That's that. I could have better stop loss by making it a tiny bit smaller, but that is a data stop loss or whatever. What else? Yeah, so why it really went wrong here, kind of, was scaling. So I was like, fuck, if I get a chance to scale, because a 5-minute gap got disrespected right here, right? While I was in my trade, I was like, if this fucking 5-minute gap gets disrespected, I'm scaling in and putting another position or another con in, right? You con artist faggot. So that's what I did, and it didn't go too fucking well, as you can see. This was I'm gonna move this out the way. So this is the trade I took. The original trade I was aiming for. Equilibrium or whatever, right? I'm gonna move this real quick. And this was the scaling I did. I wanted this to get inversed. It did. Entered. I placed my stop right here. This bitch took me out. This fucking faggot. Oh, I can't be saying that word, but this shit took me out. And then it went up for my scaling position. So then my screen looked super ugly and messed up. I was like, what the fuck? Cause I never scaled on futures before, okay? So I was trying to test it out. But something I should have done, or two things I should have done, was that one, if I wanted to test it out, I should at least scale on demo, like a demo scale, or like, how I say it, do like a little, what you call it, scaling like with like a, bro, am I tripping, bro? I'm having a brain fart with like a mock-up trade, right? See how it would go. I didn't do that. I should have done that. Maybe I even got greedy a little bit because I didn't put in as much as I should have or could have. So that's probably why I wanted to scale in the first place. But at the same time, I also deep risk because NQ was having a fucking step to the downside, which hit somehow. I don't know how, and this one's going up. Like, bro, what? Anyways, but yeah, if I did scale or I did scale, if I do scale more often, I should make the stop loss a little bit bigger because as you can see, this was not a big enough stop loss at all. I could have at least placed it under, this or something if I was going to scale. So I'm probably gonna just to fix that kind of problem or whatever. What I'm gonna do is probably just mock up my scaling trades for a week or two. See how it goes, see what I can do better, see how I can improve, stuff like that, and then I'll start to actually put in real scaling positions on my trades. But other than that, another thing I probably could have done better was just probably even hold to OTE. Maybe, most definitely could have been a better thing to do. Or I could have just not scaled at all and just put the amount of risk I should have put. But then again, a short setup was happening on NQ, which I was literally going against. But yeah, even like if market opened, bro, NQ was going up as wine was going straight down. Make it make sense? I don't know. But that was it. I did not pay that much attention to ES. ES was just, it looked like looked very ugly. Okay. Man, not a bad day. Win streak is still going on. What can I learn from today? Scale. I'm gonna scale mock-ups for a little bit, see how that goes, and two, don't be a pussy. Just risk the risk. But then again, that NQ trade, so I don't really know, you know. But that was just two things I could have done better today. Other than that, the biases were right. Not for ES because ES looked ugly. I didn't really have anything for ES. But NQ hit key levels, hit another key level. I want to see get hit. Very sexy trade. And YM did exactly what I wanted it to do as well. Except I shouldn't have scaled, like I said. But yeah, win streak still continues. Still up on the day. I didn't make that much today, but it's decent enough, That is it by D. Oh yeah, I forgot to say this part. The reason why I like this level so much, I'll mark it out green because it's a sexy level. The reason why I like this draw liquidity so much was because one, there's a 4-hour gap aligned with a high time frame draw liquidity, plus guys, plus a rebalanced equilibrium of this swing move right here, as you can see. Because if I do this, oh there you go. equilibrium, drawn liquidity, 4-hour gap. What else more could I want? More. I could have held to OTE at least, which is what I originally intended to do. But I fucking didn't. How much would that have been? Yo, bro, I don't know if that mic picked it up. My stomach was growling. Anyways, that was it. I'm gonna go ahead and journal now. And dude, this trade held for so long. Oh my gosh. This is like what? Okay, anyways, peace.